Okay, we are at, I don't know, I think it's like June the 5th. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Um, so this is my hive that swarmed a few weeks ago now. Um, I guess it would be, when did they swarm? Last Wednesday. So a week and 2 days, 8, 9, 10 days ago. And um, when I went to go look and see what happened with this hive, it looked like they had swarmed and not left any queen cells. And um, I got really freaked out, and I took a frame of eggs and larvae and brood from another hive and brought it over here and put it in. And I came out here the other day just to take a quick look and make sure they had queen cells developed, and they didn't. And that tells you a lot. That tells you that these girls had a queen. So I looked through, and I believe I saw the queen. She was very small, either recently mated or hadn't been mated yet. I am just taking a quick look to see if I see any eggs, larvae, or brood being developed in this hive. I'm not intending to go through the entire hive. I am literally just hoping to take a look and see that they're developing. But what's interesting about this is what we're basically saying is that this hive actually fully developed and let a queen emerge, an unmated queen emerge before they um, swarmed. So they can get back to laying much more quickly. Now, she obviously will not have any um, marking on her, so I'm going to have to really look. But really, what I'm looking for in this one, and you can actually see they have some swarm or some queen cells here, but they're empty. And I gave them a full hive or not full hive, full frame of eggs and larvae that they could have built a queen frame on, these two frames here. So I'm looking for my queen. I'm also looking to see, are they still trying to develop one, which I don't think they are. Um, and well, I'm looking for eggs and I see them. So first, I see eggs right off the bat. So the great news is here we've got eggs and larvae. Now, this is interesting. That was something that got tore up. I'm going to see really quickly if I can find her, but I don't need to. Um, I know now she's in here. And I could mark her if I wanted to, but I'll probably wait. Yep, there's eggs down in there. So she's in and laying. That's awesome. That is a great result because um, that means that they didn't have to go through the process of finishing getting the queen from egg through to emergence. She'd already emerged. So all they needed to do was to let her mature, go out and mate, and come back, which means from last Wednesday's swarm to today, which is Friday, yeah, we've already got larvae. Wow. Eggs. Yep. She's already in here laying up a swarm. A storm, not a swarm. Haha. And I thought I saw her. She was just kind of small still. Um, but she is definitely in here and definitely laying. So that is huge. We're getting ready to have a bit of a slowdown here. Or not slow down, sorry, cool down. Which is why I'm inspecting them today. Because it's getting ready to get really cool for the next couple days. Now, I'm not feeding this hive. They have their own resources. Um, they're not going to starve, and it's only going to cool down for a couple days, and it's going to be in the 60s. So technically, they could go. They could go do their thing. I don't see any eggs yet on here. But let's check this other side. But yeah, it worked out quite well, actually. They did me a favor. They let her emerge before they ever swarmed. And I honestly didn't know they could do that. So that's new for me. Um, but they let her fully emerge. And then, like I said, all she had to do after that um, was go get mated and mature. So they got back to laying and having brood much more quickly than if they were only 6 or 8 days into raising a new queen. Just taking a quick look, but I really don't want to mess with these guys too much. Plus, I've got 6 other hives I got to check. So I'm going to go ahead and button them up. I know she's in here. I saw eggs. I know that she's laying. I'm going to let these guys go for 10 days. I'm not going to mess with them. I'm going to add one more frame just in case, but I don't think I need to. I don't think they're going to get to it anytime soon. Next week's going to be pretty cold. So that is Layens Hive 2, otherwise known as Amy Winehouse or Amy Honey Winehouse. That's our hive.